No, I'm a hyper optimist. I'm a realist too, so I can understand looking at, facts and reality. But I think the reality too is just as we have the capacity to destroy things, we have the capacity to plan, be intentional, and fix things. I think the beautiful thing about being alive right now is we're at the most technologically advanced that we have been in humanity as we sit, where we're doing gene editing with CRISPRs, we're taking samples from Mars. There's no reason why we're not making regenerative solutions for making clean energy out of the ocean, which is a 24/7 consistent resource, no matter if the sun's out or not, or if there's wind or there's not. The tides are consistent, the currents are consistent. There's many things that we can do to work with nature rather than against it. I think it's a matter of intentionality. It's getting the right people with focused intentions. The comment about the doorknob thing. I think people get into the minutia of things that not that they don't matter, but it's not of priority, right? If I'm going to go get into the weeds about studying the transport systems and mechanisms of some ambiguous thing versus focusing on like, okay, well, how do I make sure that I can do scalable restoration of that thing? Like maybe we don't go to another thing until we make sure we're focused on something that's going to yield better results, right? So we can make more informed decisions. We've learned an incredible amount from our mistakes. It's just taking action in a very focused way. So I'm a believer that we can solve all the world's greatest issues, both for humanitarian issues, environmental issues. It's just getting the right people together to work together and also dropping egos. There's too many people that refuse to work together politically. I work with either side. I'm very independent, but too many people get polarized over politics. And if you can imagine, if we had the most brilliant minds from either side coming together to build things, what will we be able to create? Right? That's where the magic happens, is when people drop, the egos. And it's really about, and this drops down to really what I feel is the purpose of people, right? I think none of us, no matter what you sit with politically, no matter what your religion is, none of us can leave with anything in life. And I think we're born to create things that help support nature and people and hopefully last beyond our lifetime. And so the more that people really submit to that and realize, okay, I have a gift or a talent, and how can I come together and build more powerful things to empower people and support nature? Um, that's my viewpoint of the world and like where I approach things for my work is, and that's optimistic, I would say. I think despite all of the chaos that's going on, there's still a lot that we can do. And I think people who dismiss it often might not recognize their own ability to act, right? It does feel very daunting, but I think that's where it's making sure you can, one, address people's mindsets and redirect them to work with a community or be able to give them something that they can build on, right? Even just giving someone, for example, that little ability to outplant a coral. Like whether that coral survives or not, or what happens to it in 5 years, the ability to actually give someone an opportunity to act is huge. Most people don't have that or don't feel that they do. So the more that we can make that accessibility, that actually creates a stronger mindset, right? And that's what we're going after, is changing relationships. So I actually love talking to cynical people too. I think I I have a lot of optimism, but I've also seen a lot of death and things that have been impacted, but I still would say I'm not discouraged from having hope.